forward. And please welcome Niamh and Tim Crowley of the Ogilvy Group, who will perform the ceremony this evening. Big welcome to Niamh and to Tim. And young Niamh will now do the honours and drop the buck in our ceremonial puck drop tonight. Good job, Niamh. That's Niamh and Tim of our match sponsors, the Ogilvy Group. Our thanks to our two team captains. And as they leave the ice, a big hand please for Niamh and Tim Crowley of the Ogilvy Group. Ladies and gentlemen, would you now please be upstanding for the national anthem of Scotland. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Your match officials for tonight's game. Referees are Steve Brown and Blake Copeland. Your linesmen tonight, Lewis Gibson and Dave Farron. That's referees Steve Brown and Blake Copeland. Linesmen tonight, Lewis Gibson and Dave Farron. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's game time! This is Elite League Ice Hockey. Our game tonight is sponsored by the Ogilvy Group between the Belfast Giants and your home side, the Glasgow Flames!
It's part 3 of this trilogy. Belfast Giants against the Glasgow Clan, and it's been Belfast so far with 2 wins from 2 in the previous 2 chapters. Can Clan get the win on home ice? Big hit early on from Tansky. He's on the top line today. Pete Russell jumbling things up a bit. Here's Hansen for Bjerrum. Bjerrum tries it low, deflection, takes it wide. Good start already. Clan winning pink kit today. Their Valentine's Day commemorative kit. And they'll be hoping to spread some love around Braehead Arena in the form of a victory against the team who are right behind Cardiff Devils at the top of the Elite League table at the moment. As Blair Riley comes forward, feeds it off to David Rutherford. Rutherford takes it around, but can't quite get enough on it. Connolly sends it into the corner. Beskorowany keeps it going. Touch on by Kendall McFall. Rain to Chris Higgins. Higgins makes the entry but runs into traffic. And now Pitt. He's got Rutherford in his way as the Giants have it back in possession. Jim Vandermeer. A diagonal pass. And it goes too long. Icing called. Well, 2 out of 3 for the Giants, as I said, starting on Thursday. That Challenge Cup semi-final second leg defeat. That puts the Giants into the final against Guildford Flames next month. And then last night in Belfast, a 4-1 defeat for the Clan The upside to be taken from that is the fact that Clan are still third place in the Elite League table, as Nottingham Panthers lost in their game against Sheffield Steelers. They don't play today, so irrespective of how today's game goes, the Clan will still be in that lofty position, going into what's going to be a difficult run of away games. There's Connolly to Pitt, feeds it on, now Sullivan to Tyson Wilson. Wilson forward. Pitt has it back but called for offside.
Consider the enjoyment and safety of your fellow fans at all times, and do not leave or return to your seat while the puck is in open play. The Glasgow Clan thank you for your cooperation.
Roach. Fairland back in the team. He's missed the last few games through injury. He actually replaces Darcy Murphy, who is absent from this game for the Giants. The Clan without Craig Peacock. Stupka, good backhanded pass, finds Pitt. Straight through on Beskorowany. Beskorowany, though, does enough to just move the puck away from the Clan forward and make the cover. Good early chance from the Clan. Beskorowany standing up to it very well. Pitt on the end of that pass from Stupka. And the Belfast goalie on top form yet again. Rain makes the entry on the inside right. Tries to just nick it away from Stanish. Doesn't quite come off, but the Clan again under a little bit of pressure right now. The Giants, they were ahead within a minute of the game last night. Darcy Murphy's goal on the power play set them up well. That really set the tone for the night. Haywood still has it. Got stuck around his skates. He did well. Rain. He's got Boxhill. Instead turns away. Haywood still snapping at him. Stanish, that's a powerful drive from the blue line. Beskorowany got something on it. Blair Riley sends it back the way for Kendall McFall. Rain to Lewis Hook. Hook nicks it on, but Kyle Bond not able to get there. Jordan Smotherman, he got 2 goals in that game on Thursday. In the thick of the action. Good work from the Clan cutting that out. It's Gerard Hansen. He's got Tansky as an option. Hansen still in possession of it. Looks for Tansky. Pass a little bit long. The Giants recover again. Dwyer comes round the outside of Tyson Wilson. Now Smotherman. But it's nicked away from him. Hansen, the pass is short. And the Giants look to win it back. Puck is loose and turned away by Tansky into the far corner. 0-0 between these two teams. A fast tempo start to the game. It's one back straight away. The effort from Gutwald. Touched on by Beskorowany. Stupka had it on the near side. Found its way to Gutwald at the blue line. The shot diverted away by the Giants goalie. Connolly wins a face-off to set, tries to sneak it in with a low shot, a low early shot at that. Earhart. Connolly throws it into the centre and it's stopped. The away team come forward. Rutherford sets up Riley. Riley just That touch a little bit too long for him. That allows the Clan back in. Good passing move from the home team. Connolly being booed by the Belfast fans. Stanish. That's a powerful drive from the blue line. Beskorowany once again sees it and moves it on. Well, the early start, the fast, the physical from the home team has really got the fans making some noise here at Braehead Arena. Good contingent of Giants fans in the crowd also, who have made their way here for this game. That's an early one. Rumpel has to watch it very carefully. Yeah, it's taken wide. Rain off the boards. Rumpel just stops and waits for one of his D-men to clear up. It's Fitzgerald, runs into a spot of bother. Fairland wins it back. Rumpel makes the cover. Colin Shields right in front of him. Well, no goals after 6 minutes and 10 seconds of play in the first period. Belfast Giants a point behind Cardiff Devils. They could go top of the league today if the Giants win here and Cardiff don't win at Milton Keynes Lightning. You would heavily fancy Cardiff. That being said, Milton Keynes ran them close the game on Saturday. Vandermeer, the low one. Good save from Rumpel. A secondary save from Boxall by the Clan goalie. That's good work from Joel Rumpel. He's been in good form recently. That Clan, it's the end of what's been quite a tiring week for them. You have to say the game on Tuesday against Dundee, clinching the Gardner Conference title. The Challenge Cup game in Belfast on Thursday. Then again, last night in Belfast. A team who, let's be fair, have been impressive all season. And they will play in the Champions Hockey League next year, the Belfast Giants. Best of luck to them. Boxall. Let's move forward again by Lewis Hook. Ends up in the far corner, Tansky. Plays it backwards to Gutwald, who's behind his own goal at the moment. He checked defenseman. Just feeds it forward. Higgins gets the touch, but it lands nicely for Tansky. Tansky from Beskorowany. Bit of a scramble in front there. It looked like Rasmus Bjerrum was trying to get something on it. And the Giants recover again. Gutwald. Erhard up and under. Into the near corner. Bjerrum chases. Rutherford just holds him off. Riley. Musil gets the touch. Bit of recovery. Stanish's pass was a little bit short on that occasion. Kevin Rain up to Josh Roach. Number 77 for the Giants now, Patrick Dwyer. Connolly on the turn, a little bit too long for Doucette. And icing is the call on that one. Good vision from Connolly. He saw Doucette making the sprint forward. However, the pass was a little bit too long. And Kevin Rain was there to cover it up. 0-0.
Tony Macaroni's lecture. Our winner in this tonight is in Block L. Block L, they're in row H. And our winner is in seat number 16. Congratulations.
Giants win the face-off.
You're going to Tony
It's
Macaroni.
McFall. Off the backboards. Clan recover to spring the break again. Stanish leading the charge on that occasion. Now Smotherman, who arrived 2 weeks ago from Iserlohn Roosters in Germany. Bonn. Picked up by Fitzgerald. It's Doucette. Smotherman does enough to provide cover as he skates back to the bench. 0-0 between the Glasgow Clan and the Belfast Giants. Stanish gets the touch. Doucette looks to sweep it away. Looks for Connolly. Comes back the way from Vandermeer for Fairland. Off Rumpel. The Giants again keeping it up right now. 7 wins in their last 8, the Giants. As I said earlier, they're having a terrific season. Challenge Cup final to look forward to as well. Wilson brings in from the inside. Beskorowany makes the block. Good skating from Tyson Wilson. However, the finish denied on that occasion. Stupka, Pitt, into the centre. Becker looked to get something on it with a stick. A little too long for the Clan top scorer right now. Riley, low one, Rumpel throws out a leg. Becker on the far side with loose hook. Hooked straight away, denied by Travis Earhart. Well, you have to say it's been quite a first period of action. The final part of the trilogy. It's often said in films and trilogies the third part is always the most interesting. That could very well be the case in this one, as things currently stand at the moment. Cardiff will be hoping the Clan can do them a favour tonight, of course. A tussle there between Gutwald and Riley. Gutwald manages to keep it. Matt Howlett backhanded off the board. I think he was looking for someone there. It's Mark Garside. Thrown back in by Bond, it looks like. Rumpel makes the catch. Fitzgerald on the turn. Off the glass, down the other end of the arena. That's an icing call also.
Sponsored by Burger and Keg Paisley. Good food for hockey fans.
Van der Meer, powerful drive from the Giants number 9, goes wide. Sent forward, the Giants win it back, it's Paul Swindlehurst. Hansen keeps battling away, Tansky leading the way with the energy in this game tonight. Good movement of the puck in and around the Belfast zone among the Clan players. It's Bieram. Hansen. Patrick Dwyer tries to stop him, but the Swede holds firm. Bieram arrives to give support. Now Tansky gets in ahead of Mark Garside. Can Clan find that opening? Stanish at the blue line. Throws it in a little too high. Hansen just next to the goal. Bowen goes with him all the way, but Van der Meer retrieves for the Giants. The backhanded pass to Patrick Dwyer. Dwyer to Smotherman, up the left-hand side, Smotherman. And Rumpel smothered it at the near post. Fitzgerald. Musel, who got the goal in Belfast last night for the Clan. Blair Riley looks up, looks for an option. He's got Rutherford in the face-off circle. Rutherford takes it around the net, but it's nicked away from him. Jack Musel off the boards, plays in Tyson Wilson. But Wilson met by Blair Riley. Now Chris Higgins. Pass doesn't quite come off for him. Riley. Josh Roach in a bit of space, turns with the shot. Rumpel has to deal with it. Tyson Wilson had to deal with, I think that's David Rutherford. The goal remains unblemished. 13 minutes in, 0-0. Clan win the draw. It's Earhart. Feeds it left to Stupka. McBain gets in ahead of him. The Giants win it back, under control again. McFall just nudges it into the corner and gives chase. And Becca called for offside just when he thought he had it under control. He didn't, and that was enough for the linesman to call him offside. Well, Clan have won 6 out of their last 7 at home. Coming into this one tonight, but it's going to be road games for the next couple of weeks. 4 of them, in fact. 4 tough ones. It's Fairland. He's got 2 Clan players around him, Tyson Wilson and Zach Sullivan. Fairland plays it into the centre. Johnner has it nicked away from him. Sullivan wins it back. Now Stupka. Bit of a wayward pass from Stupka. Wilson has to tidy up. Connolly, a little long for him. Haywood goes after Josh Roach. Dwyer runs into Stanish. Dwyer looks to have come off worse there. He returns gingerly to the bench. Now Fitzgerald forces Curtis Leonard to go wide. Leonard has it though. Plays it around the outside. Looks for Roach. Wilson gets there first, or does he? Just jammed in on this near side. Smotherman there to provide the support for Adam Keefe's side. Now Fitzgerald. Connolly doing well to hold off Fairland, his former teammate, of course. Vauxhall for the Giants. That's a turn. And it's sent down the other direction towards the Giants' goal. Well, the game has settled down a bit. Good fast-paced start to proceedings as Gutwald. Backhanded pass from Tansky to Hansen. Hansen in the face-off circle. Tries to chip it in, goes wide. Fairland backhanded round the outside. Rain and Hansen come together. Lewis Hook has it. Finds Jonathan Vauxhall, who comes up the left-hand side. Vauxhall, the English centreman. Now that wasn't so much a powerful shot from Garside, but it certainly looked a danger. Rumpel had to watch it carefully as Vandermeer and Gerard Hansen come together up the far corner. Hansen has it. Puck goes a bit too quickly for anybody to chase. We're going to see the first penalty. It's on Guillaume Doucet. It's a tripping penalty, and Belfast will sit. It's Chris Higgins who takes a seat for the Giants. Higgins too for tripping. Higgins, of course, came out of retirement, spent a year and a half in blissful retirement, answered the call from the Giants and came right back into action. And what a difference he's made. 13 points in 11 games prior to tonight. 4 goals, 9 assists. So Higgins' return has certainly proved to be a positive move for the Belfast Giants. Higgins returned straight into action into the Continental Cup weekend. Well, the Giants came second, losing on penalty shots to Arlan Kokcheto of Kazakhstan, and that's why they're in the Champions Hockey League next year. Kokcheto couldn't fulfill the logistical requirements of the CHL. And the Giants, as a result, have been awarded their place as the clearance from Rumpel comes off. Referee Blake Copeland, but luckily it didn't lead to anything that could have been a little bit troublesome for the home team. Clan have the power play opportunity. 50 seconds have gone already, that was quick. Clan take their time to deliberate on their next move. As Travis Earhart takes it himself. And the entry doesn't quite go. Stanish to Bieram. Rasmus Bieram into the centre. Doucette collides with Beskorowany. Beskorowany's mask came right off there. A high stick. Doucette pleads his innocence. But it's a high stick on Doucette. 2:02 remaining of this first period. Well, 4 on 4 for the next 38 seconds or so. It's Fairland to Leonard. And Rumpel makes the catch. The home side working out of their own area very well right now. Connolly. Connolly, good work from him. Tries to force it in at the near post. Beskorowany had his angles covered. Good effort from Connolly. He is capable of that. And the Giants have a man advantage for the next minute and 20 seconds. It was Pitt that went close there. Higgins. Touched on. Belfast Giants. Well, another Challenge Cup final awaits them, of course.
1 minute remaining in the first period. 1 minute.
Stanish. Haywood has to go after it. Rutherford's right behind him. Well, as we're in the final minute of this first period, you wouldn't think, going by the energy levels both these teams are showing, this is their third game in 4 days. That's got to be quite a schedule to fulfill. You factor in travelling and everything else as well. But this is what it's all about. Smotherman. Deflection takes it into the back net. 22 seconds to go. Goalless in this game between the Glasgow Clan and the Belfast Giants. Leonard. Up the right hand side. Back to Leonard. Roach. The shot a little bit too high. And it's Tansky who goes after it. But unless Beskorowany really takes his eye off the puck, Clan return to full strength. But the buzzer goes. And that signals the end of what has been, you have to say, an entertaining first period. Scott Pitt went close in the opening couple of minutes. He was sent through on Tyler Beskorowany, who made the save to deny him. But no goals to speak of as the first period ends. Glasgow Clan 0, Belfast Giants 0.
Between our visitors, the Belfast Giants.
Back underway for the second period.
The
Tansky again hustling hard in that centre circle. That's a chance, it's Jonah. Well, the chance never really came off. Rumpel had that area covered. Fans making their way back into the arena. And the Clan goalie has it. David Rutherford and Jack Musel meet in the centre. That's a chance. It was Curtis Leonard tries one. It goes wide. And the home side wearing their pink Valentine's Day kits. Had it in control there. Belfast win it back. It's Higgins. That's to turn away to give himself some space. Doucette though, playing catch up to try and catch up to that puck, which Josh Roach moves across his own defensive line. Earhart throws it forward. And Beskorowany just puts the blockers on it. Connolly wins it back quickly. That was a bit of a wayward pass. Doucette, a low one. Beskorowany redirects it again. Now Leonard. He's got Josh Roach with him. Roach comes through the centre. Straight away. Gets the puck off Matt Stanish. McFall around the outside. Lucky bounce has been picked up. Kyle Bond. Stanish collides with McFall. Hook tries the effort. It goes wide. The Giants keen to get on the score sheet here. Energy levels by these two teams is quite something. Fairland, Rain sends it wide. Could have been a deflection there. Now Kendall McFall cuts out again. Well, a tussle there, but it's won back by Jonathan Fairland. And the effort from Colin Shields saved by Joel Rumpel. Well, it's a big week for Belfast Giants. Their netminder Stephen Murphy has his testimonial on Tuesday. Legends of the Belfast Giants will be in town to commemorate Murphy's big occasion. What a netminder he's been. Now playing back up to Tyler Beskorowany nowadays, but still more than capable of doing a job, the Scotsman. We wish Murph all the best for what is promising to be a great night for the Belfast fans. Hansen brings it forward for the Clan. Just nicks it past Garside, chases after it, feeds it back into the centre. Comes off Tansky, Vandermeer there to clean it up. The effort from Wilson at the blue line. I think out of hope more than expectation. Hit on Beskorowany. Well, the Giants fans making a day of it here in Glasgow. Quite a few of them here today. Garside. That one goes wide. And Rumpel just puts the glove over it. coach. More chipped in than anything else. Boxall retrieves it on the near side. Earhart tussling away. Boxall in there with Scott Pitt. Paul Swindlehurst is the other Belfast player involved. Becker back to Pitt. Pitt turns away. Now Earhart in the centre. Looks for Stupka, but Curtis Leonard gets there first and saves the day for the Giants. Swindlehurst warned about the high stick as he tried to bring the puck down. It was a long pass. Becker through the centre for the Glasgow Clan. Lays it off. It's Stupka. Stupka gets the rebound and applies the finish. The home side get the lead after nearly 4 minutes of the second period. Scott Pitt with the initial shot. Bescarawani made the save. Stupka tucks it away. And it's Glasgow Clan who take the lead 1-0. Vaclav Stupka's 17th goal of the season has put the Clan 1-0 ahead.
By the Cat House sponsor, number 12, Vaclav Stupka.
A big hit in at the boards from Kevin Rain on Zach Fitzgerald. The fans not happy with that. Now Fitzgerald back up. He's going at it with Kevin Rain now. And the gloves are off. Fitzgerald lays a couple of blows in at Kevin Rain. Not happy at that hit on him. Rain pulls the jersey. Fitzgerald struggles to escape. Fitzgerald and Rain continue to tussle behind that goal. I think the referees are going to intervene now and end it there. Fitzgerald not happy with that hit from Kevin Rain. He got back up. And he and Kevin Rain went at it. Fitzgerald not happy. He takes a seat. Well, that's got the fans on their feet now. It was raining, Fitzy. Well, Pete Russell, the Clan coach, unhappy with that one.
On the Belfast Giants, number 22, Kevin Glasgow Clan, the Living by Runners, sponsor number 13, Zach Fitzgerald, receives 2 plus 10 for instigation, plus 5 minutes for fighting. Penalties time 24 minutes and 11 seconds.
Well, Zach Fitzgerald 2 plus 10 for instigation, 5 minutes for fighting. Rain gets 5 minutes for fighting.
Instigation plus 5 minutes for fighting. Penalties time 24-11.
And that's a decision that has upset the home fans, to say the least, considering that hit from Rain on Fitzgerald. Teetering on dangerous, but well, that's for others to decide. Vescarawani keeps out Higgins on this near side. Gutwald, Earhart just takes it out of danger, but Smotherman keeps it in. Higgins. Clan just move it out of danger. It was Gutwald. Now Vandermeer for the Giants comes motoring through the centre. Vandermeer more or less down the throat of Rumpel. Rumpel makes the catch. Giants win it again. Clan under some pressure at the moment. Power play, of course, on them. Colin Shields. Now Bowen back to Shields. Roach. Back to Roach with a one-timer. Hits the post. Good effort from Roach. They come at them again. Bowen. Sent in, deflected wide. It was Curtis Leonard. Well, that's certainly livened things up here at Braehead Arena. Clan defending doggedly right now. Bowen. He's got Shields alongside him. Instead, chooses to play the long pass, which goes a little bit too long. Curtis Leonard can only skate back to his bench. How's the next wave of Giants attacks? Takes place, it's Roach. Cut out again by the Glasgow Clan, Earhart. Good pass, finds Tyson Wilson. Wilson lays it off. And it's number 2! Rasmus Bjerrum, a short-handed goal! He nearly slipped in his celebration. He won't care about that. Rasmus Bjerrum laid off by Tyson Wilson, the Dane. Strikes the shot. Vescarawani beaten a second time. 2-0. And Connolly comes out of the penalty box serving the 2 minutes for Fitzgerald.
For the Glasgow Clan, a short-handed goal.
Rasmus Bjerrum with that goal.
Number 16, Rasmus Bjerrum. Number 16, Rasmus.
Oh, a tussle over the far side. Looks like Brendan Connolly.
Goal goes to the Glasgow Caledonia University sponsor number 10, Tyson Wilson. Time of the goal, 26 minutes and 10 seconds. Second goal for the Clan, a short-handed goal, scored by 16, assisted by 10. Time of the goal, 26-10.
Well, 2-0 for the Clan. And Bjerrum is only the third player to score short-handed goals for the Clan this year. Matt Haywood and Scott Pitt are the other two. Matt Haywood got 2 of them, most memorably that winner in Cardiff that sent them through to the Challenge Cup last 4. Riley. Rebecca. Earhart picks it up for the Clan, has to turn away. He's got Blair Riley tracking him. This is when we'll see just who will stand up and be counted. It's been a grueling last 4 days for both teams. Bond fires it in, goes wide. Stupka reacts quickly, brings it forward for the Clan. Pitt, fan shout, it's behind him, like some kind of pantomime. As the Giants recover and bring it forward again. 8 minutes gone of the second period. Clan leading by 2-0. That's Kyle Bond now. Down the left-hand side, he's got Vandermeer in support. Vandermeer forgets to bring the puck with him. Bond just turns and fires it into the corner. Rumpel has to watch carefully as Jonathan Fairland was lurking with intent. Well, the one stat that stood out coming into this game tonight is the fact the Giants have actually lost 5 of their last 6 games on the road, which is quite a surprising statistic given how well they've done this season in current form. Home form is superb. They've done really well at home, but to have lost 5 of their last 6 is something of a surprise. As Becca feeds it forward, now Pitt. Stupka's alongside him, Pitt will go himself. And the shot stopped by Beskorowany.
It's time for our second Super Seat giveaway of the evening. This time winning a free 5 Guys meal voucher is the person in Block D. Block D, they're in row M. And our winner tonight is in seat 14. Congratulations, you're going to 5 Guys.
Smotherman. Sullivan. The deflection's taking it past Beskorowany. The shot from Sullivan. I think it came off Scott Pitt on the way. Gerard Hansen, my mistake. Gerard Hansen claims the goal. And Clan go 3-0 ahead. Well, a timely deflection. The shot from Zach Sullivan didn't look as though it was going anywhere. Next thing you know, Hansen's got the crucial touch on it, and Beskorowany is beaten again.
The Belfast Giants have called a 30-second timeout. It's time for Dizzy Fish. Third goal for the Glasgow Clan, scored by the Ogilvy Group sponsor, number 73, Gerard Hansen.
Well, Belfast have taken their time out. Gerard Hansen
Gerard
has his 17th goal of the season, and the Glasgow Clan
will go to the Glasgow Children's
are 3-0 up in this Elite League game.
21, Zach Sullivan, and to
Well, for a third part of a trilogy, it's certainly living up to type, that's for sure. The Giants go early. It's Chris Higgins, tries a low one. Rumpel gets the touch on it. Giants have it back again. A touch away. It's Tansky. Jinks past Mark Garside. However, it's a little long for him to retrieve. Jim Vandermeer gets there first. Riley turns and sweeps it away. There'll be a few eyebrows raised in Cardiff at this scoreline at the moment. The Devils are off to Milton Keynes tonight. Two set. Can't quite get there. Rutherford gets there first. Down into the corner for the Giants. Musil. And O'Keefe's side come forward again. Keefe in his second season in charge of the Belfast Giants. Leonard. Leonard has it again. Now Hook down this left side. Hook. Good pass, finds Dustin Joner. Joner goes for it. And Rumpel makes the catch. As Rain emerges from the penalty box after his fight with Fitzgerald a little bit earlier. Stanish, backhanded to Becker. Stupka has to stand his ground. Kevin Rain is straight on him. Stupka again, just battling hard. Becker. Giants have it back, it's Colin Shields. Straight into the glove of Joe Rumpel. Well, Adam Keefe and Pete Russell, both are coaches for the GB national team. Pete is, of course, the head coach. Keefe is one of his assistants. They were together at the Sky Dome week past on Wednesday for GB's friendly with Dynamo Riga, which GB won by 3-1. Good night for the national team. Those World Championships coming up very fast indeed. As Rutherford clashes with Pitt. Going to see a penalty for a high stick. And it's Scott Pitt, the man who will take the seat. Gutwald, does Clan win the draw? Riley. Back to Vandermeer, bounces away from the experienced defenceman. Well, the last time Clan had to penalty kill, they got a short-handed goal. Of course, they don't come all that often. Short-handed goal, especially for the Clan. Rutherford. That's a good pass to Smotherman on this near side. Vandermeer. Down to the red line. Higgins. Rutherford. It's a fresh air swipe. And the Giants have to regroup and go again, but Gutwald comes to send it up the outside. Blocked off again by Giants. Making inroads again. Rumpel makes the save. Puck gets away. Rumpel scrambles back to get into his crease. And Matt Haywood just turns and sends it up the other end. A minute has been killed already. Escaruani has been a fantastic performer for the Giants this season. Had a spell with Edinburgh Capitals in the second half of last year, blighted by injury. The Caps never really got to see the best of him. But Elite League fans are certainly seeing that from him this year, Bescaruani. Stanish wins it back. Just slaps it all the way up towards the Wall of Fame end. Now Leonard into Bond. 5 seconds to go. Runs into Matt Becker. And the penalty is killed. Still a bit of work to do though. Shields. And lifts it. Rumpel makes the save. Sullivan. Wilson. Forward for Becker. McFall gets there first. The Giants again. Looks to spring forward. Loose hook with Fairland in the middle. Pitt back on the ice after that high sticking call. Tries to block off Boxall. Tyson Wilson. High paced game this one between these two teams. It must be on fumes by now. Pitt lays it back. It's Becker. And doesn't quite come off for him that occasion, but that allows Belfast to burst forward. Fairland is free down the left side. Hook tries a shot. Rumpel does enough. Becker touches it on. Garside gives chase. Clan change the lines again. Comes all the way back to Travis Earhart. It's Gutwald down the left hand side. Gutwald just does enough to move it on. Vandermeer has to turn and win it back. Chris Higgins runs into Travis Earhart. Only one absentee for either team tonight. Craig Peacock for the Clan. Darcy Murphy for the Giants. Higgins. And the stick from Gutwald. Just takes the sting out. It's Connolly. Feeds it into the centre. No one quite there. Connolly is a threat the Giants know all too well now. Breakaway for the Giants. It's Riley. Great work from Matt Stanish to get the contact on it first and send it away. Fairland into the corner with Matt Stanish. Smotherman. Jack Musel goes with him. Giants lining one up. Rumpel does very well. The puck sent in, took a deflection, bounced around the Clan goalie, and he put the glove on it, and that is enough for the Clan. Still 3-0 up, 4:34 to go of the second period. Pass is high, but the Clan win it back. Stanish to Tansky. Belfast just move it around. Shields gets his body in ahead of Tyson Wilson. Colin Shields, the all-time Elite League point scorer. Surpassed David Clark's record of 731 a few weeks ago now. He's got a few since. Wilson, Hansen. Bieram goes wide. Joyner picks it up and finds Lewis Hook. Hook, a former Milton Keynes Lightning player. Shouts for offside, doesn't come off. Officials watch that very closely. It's Bond. Bond on the turn. Erhard has it behind his own goal for the Glasgow Clan. 3-0 up at the moment, Pete Russell's men. It's been quite a game, this one. Becca pits in the centre, looks for it, but can't quite squeeze it past the Belfast D-man. As Higgins looks for support. Garside was the man that put the block on there. Higgins into the corner. Riley. Effort from Vandermeer. And Pitt takes a sore one. See, returns to the bench. Looks sore anyway. Skating back okay. Comes all the way down into Clan ice. And the whistle blows for icing.
Good food for hockey fans.
Well, Clan not back in Glasgow until the 2nd of March. They've got some tricky away trips to come. Off to Sheffield on Wednesday, then to Nottingham next Saturday, Guildford next Sunday, and then Cardiff on the 27th to finish off the month of February. 4 very tough away arenas to go to for a team who are looking to hold on to 3rd place in the final weeks of this season. Sullivan round the outside, looks for Doucette. Touched on by Doucette. Wilson straight into the Belfast Giants defence. Wilson recovers well to fend off Blair Riley. Sullivan. There's Connolly called for offside. Gerhardt. Tussle down this left side involving Gerard Hansen and Curtis Leonard. Bjerrum in there also. The collision releases the puck, comes all the way back to Travis Erhard for the Glasgow Clan. 1.5 minutes to go of an eventful second period. 3 goals and a bit of a scrap as well. The touch on. Escarovani had to watch it carefully. Escarovani takes a tumble. The Giants move forward, it's Hook. The pass too hard for Jonah. Now Stupka pits in the centre. Stupka lays it in! Scott Pitt gets his stick on it and adds a 4th goal for the Glasgow Clan. Good move forward from the home team. Vaclav Stupka down the right hand side, saw Scott Pitt in the centre. All he had to do was lay it on nicely for him, and he did just that. Pitt tucks it away. 4-0 for the Glasgow Clan. Now a bit of a conversation with the officials here. Don't know what this is about. I wonder if this was to do with the incident involving Bescarovani, where he took a tumble. It could have been a collision. Had nothing to do with the goal. That was the incident before. No, nothing to do with it at all. And it's Belfast who'll be a man down. Well, We'll get confirmation on what this says. It looks like a team penalty. Well, it's Jonathan Ferland who takes the seat in the penalty box. So it's Clan with the power play, their first one of the night.
Giants penalty to be served in the Nairnbrook Printers
Earhart.
penalty box. On number 12, Kyle Bond, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Penalty time, 39 minutes.
Back up
Penalty, number 12.
to the centre, looks for Connolly to get the touch on it again. Bescarawani.
39 minutes.
Kyle Bond goes for unsportsmanlike conduct. That's why Clan have a power play in the final minute of the second period. They would love to add a fifth one right before the break, that's for sure. They're certainly laying siege to the Belfast defensive zone at the moment. Boxall with Becker. Now Pitt to Connolly. Connolly tries it. Too wide. Pitt scampers after it inside the final 10 seconds. Chance from Earhart. Bescarawani with the save and the buzzer. No goal. Fans thought that had gone in there, but alas, not to be. What a second period from the Clan. Vaclav Stupka, Rasmus Bjerrum, Gerard Hansen and Scott Pitt all on the score sheet. Zach Fitzgerald involved in a fight with Kevin Rain. Good second period. Glasgow Clan 4, Belfast Giants 0.
We are set to go, ladies and gentlemen, with the third period in tonight's Elite League match. Our game this evening is sponsored by the Ogilvy Group. Between our two teams, the Belfast Giants.
Into the third period, and Clan have that 4-goal advantage. Victory for Clan would move them to 60 points in the Elite League table, 3 clear of Nottingham Panthers in 4th place. And just a tonic heading into a tough run of games away from home. But 4-0 up against the Belfast Giants. Clan have won the last 2 here at home, so going for 3 on the bounce. In fact, the last 5 meetings between these two teams has seen the home team win. Maybe that was an omen. It's Doucette for Pitt. Clan still on the power play, of course, with Kyle Bond in the penalty box. Well, on sportsmanlike conduct. Riley escapes with it for the Giants. Looks to turn, but gets himself into some difficulty. Lost his balance. And the Clan win it back. It's Earhart. Good pass to Connolly from Doucette. Connolly turns inside. Struggling for support. He's got it now. And Wilson. Connolly tries one. Floats just over the bar. Fed back in by Sullivan. Now Scott Pitt. Pitt turns away from Ferland. Ferland still at him. Pitt doing just enough as the Giants return to full strength. And they kill the penalty off Colin Shields with the puck around the outside. Wilson doing well. They keep the defence side of it going. Here's Garside. Garside born in East Kilbride. Not too far away from here. He, along with Colin Shields, born in Dundee. Sorry, Colin Shields born in Glasgow. Stephen Murphy born in Dundee. The 3 Scots in the Belfast side. Rutherford. Higgins. Higgins turns away from Stanish. The home side move it forward again. It's Connolly. Connolly makes entry. Reverse pass for Doucette. Doucette gets enough of a shot, goes wide. Rain just holding off 2 Clan players in that corner. Doucette. And it's Stanish with the follow-up. And Bescarawani holds out his left hand and makes the catch.
Of an additional penalty on the Glasgow Clan, on the living by Robertson, sponsored number 13, Zach Fitzgerald, a game misconduct, timed at 40 minutes.
Well, we've just learned that Zach Fitzgerald has received an additional game penalty for misconduct. Has to be centred around that incident that led to his altercation with Kevin Rain. So Zach Fitzgerald's night comes to an end. Well, the attempt from Erhard, that was always going high. Bond for the Giants. Skates into the centre from the right hand side, leaves it for Roach up the left. Roach tries to nick it in. Rumpel plunges to his knees and does what's required as he makes a stop with the glove. Shot flung in. What happened too quickly there? Rumpel, next thing he knew, it was behind him, thankfully. It was behind his goal, not behind him in the net. Hook tries to take it away. Doesn't get very far with it. Roach. Hansen all over him straight away. Bowen feeds it back in. And win it back again. Bowen attempting the hip check on Hansen. Doesn't get anywhere. A couple of hits went unfinished there. Bit of a crazy spell. Well, the end of this trilogy is nigh. Both teams have had some good times and bad times, certainly. Giants winning their 2 home games, notably the Challenge Cup semi-final, which denied Clan a chance of their first silverware. Doucette shouts for a trip, doesn't come. It's Gutwald. Bescotwani just turns it away. Pitt keeps it alive, but the backhanded pass doesn't go very far. Wilson. Rumpel is back in the Clan net. That's another penalty on the Belfast Giants. Jonathan Ferland takes the seat.
Giants penalty to be served in the Nairnbrook Printer sponsored penalty box. On number 24, Jonathan Fairline. 2 minutes for tripping.
Clan have a chance here with a man advantage.
Giants penalty number 24.
Connolly was looking to play in. Pitt forced to go wide. Now it's Becker to Hansen. Back to Becker. Earhart, Becker. Connolly has to bring it to a wide position. Earhart at the blue line, lines it up. Earhart, and it's blocked. Rain tries to sweep it away from danger. Pitt was standing right in front of him. Earhart scored an absolute howitzer of a goal in Belfast on Thursday. Mere consolation. It's all the way back. Pitt is in a bit of space. The shot a little bit too high. Fifth one would most certainly kill the game off in favour of the Clan. Pitt. Kyle Bond straight away meets the Clan player, but Pitt wins it back. Earhart round the outside to Bjerrum. Bjerrum turns away, just looks for an option. He finds Stranish. Belfast bench shout for too many men. This goes in their favour. Becca is the man to take the seat.
Clan penalty to be served in the credit fix, sponsored penalty box. Clan receive a bench minor penalty for too many men on the ice. Penalty being served by the Kobe befriending sponsor number 26, Matt Becca. Time of the penalty, 46 minutes and 9 seconds. Clan penalty, 2-minute bench minor for too many men on the ice. Penalty time, 46:09. The Clan bench is sponsored by P2P Couriers, for when it has to be there.
Roach. Belfast will have a power play soon. They'll have the man advantage. Once Jonathan Ferland returns to action, Wilson gets a touch on it. Roach had to get something on that, otherwise Tansky would have been away. And now Giants have the man advantage. Clan going short-handed. The long pass for Stupka, found to be offside.
Made the draw tonight's sign stick raffle. It's a Brendan Connolly sign stick tonight. Get your tickets ready. Winning ticket. The sign stick raffle this evening. 006120. 006120. Congratulations, you are our winner. Please head to the foyer.
Glasgow Clan 4, Belfast Giants nil. Rutherford picks it up on the near side. Back to Jordan Smotherman. Back to Rutherford in the face-off circle. Just feeds it off to his captain, Blair Riley. Vandermeer, powerful shot. Rumpel has to cover and does so well. Big moment for the Clan. If they can shut down this penalty, then they're going very well. Leonard. Roach. It's blocked. It's Bjerrum. And Clan spring a surprise attack here. Short-handed. Bjerrum gives chase, but Curtis Leonard will get there first. Gets the touch to Kyle Bond. Bond looks up. He's got Leonard on the far side. Leonard sends it round the outside. Rumpel has to quickly deal with it. Roach. 35 seconds remains on the penalty. That's the one for too many men. Matt Becker is in the penalty box for that right now. Roach. Jonah. Clan can't quite clear their lines. Jonah has it in the face-off circle. Comes back to Curtis Leonard. The one-timer from Roach. Tansky takes that one. Still in the leg. He's skating back to the bench there in a little bit of discomfort. Scott Tansky. Now Hansen. And the penalty is killed. Clan back to a full complement of players. Boxall. Boxall tries to force it in. Backhanded. And Matt Haywood Not like Matt to get involved in a situation like that. A slashing call on Matt Haywood. He can't believe it. Haywood not happy as he takes a seat in the penalty box. Matt Haywood, that takes him up to 38 penalty minutes this season. Smotherman straight away blocked off just as Clan had killed the too many men penalty. They're having to kill another. Rutherford. Riley. Back to Rutherford. Riley again. Vandermeer, a blast from him, it goes wide. Higgins comes in from the left. Tries to tap it in, Smotherman has a second bite at it. Doesn't go very far, it's blocked off. Smotherman still has it. Rutherford. Goes back, Vandermeer, moves it forward, fancies a shot. Comes off Rumpel. And moved out of danger by Gerard Hansen. Good work from the Clan defence, who have been top notch tonight. They really have. Yeah, the energy that's went into this game, energy sapping games the last couple of games against the Belfast Giants. Bond. Roach back to Kyle Bond. Tansky just turns, gets rid of it. That's all they can do right now, the Glasgow Clan. 10 minutes to go in this third period. 4 goals up at the moment. Jonathan Ferland out wide to Dustin Johnner, inside to Ferland. Ferland round the outside for Leonard. Roach into the face-off circle. Roach sees an opening. Rumpel again with the low finish.
Your choice of player tonight. Winning ticket in the Creation IP shirt off the back. 0168179. 0168179. Congratulations, you are our winner in the Creation IP shirt off the back. Please head to the foyer. Land back to full strength.
Matt Haywood is back on the ice. Full strength. Rain up the outside for Shields. Shields across the blue line, looks for Jonathan Boxall. Pass a bit too strong. Hook for McFall. Boxall. Clan win it back. Good work from them. Musel on the attempted shot. Rumpel again with another big save. Now Clan have the power play opportunity. 50 minutes and 46 seconds. Jonathan Boxall hooking.
He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. Giants penalty to be served in the Nairnbrook Printer sponsored penalty box. On number 89.
It's down the outside. It's Rain. But Hansen wins it back. The pass a little bit too strong. Earhart going defence first. as he retreats. Good work from Earhart. Now a breakaway for the Clan here. 2-on-1. It's Becca. He's got Hansen in the centre. Hansen shot. Bescarawani with a blocker. Makes a crucial save. They're not done yet though. Here's Earhart. Earhart to the outside for Scott Pitt. Back to Earhart. Looks up. Hansen. Back to Pitt. Connolly with a touch. And Bescarawani makes the stop. Got a little bit rough there. Bescarawani was collided with by a Clan player. And then Riley collided with Brendan Connolly. I don't think he was the Clan player that collided with Bescarawani. Well, it's Connolly and Blair Riley that enter the penalty boxes.
Penalty to be served in the Nairnbrook and Credit Fix sponsored penalty box. On the Belfast Giants, number 25, Blair Riley, and on the Glasgow Clan, the
Smotherman
sponsored number 9, Brendan
on the turn.
Connolly. Each receive 2 minutes for roughing. Penalties time 51 minutes and 37 seconds. 25
Get him.
of the Giants, 9 of
Makes
the
the entry, blocked off by
2
Josh
minutes for
Roach.
roughing. Penalties time 51, 37.
And still have the power play for 40 seconds or so. Wilson can't quite get there. Shields gets the touch. Both Riley and Connolly go for roughing. Becca lifts it into the corner, chases after it. Rain gets there first. Swindlehurst turns and Scott Pitt's right there. Gutwald picks it up on the right hand side. Boxhill is back in action. Bon has it. The touch from Swindlehurst just goes wide. Matt Becker doesn't quite get there with the clearance. And a bit of frustration there. The chance from the Giants here stopped by Rumpel. It was Jonathan Boxhill taking advantage of Matt Becker there. Clan's goal remains unblemished, still 4-0 for the home team. 6:48 to go.
13161. Congratulations, you've won over £1,200. Please head to the foyer.
Vandermeer. Bon on the turn. Bon. Get him. Going to see a penalty. Kyle Bond takes a seat for interference. Clan have the power play. 6:25 to go. And it's Becca.
Number 12, Kyle Bond. 2 minutes for interference. Penalty time. 53 minutes and 34 seconds. Joints penalty. Number 12.
Pitt holds off Shields. It comes back to Becca.
Penalty time.
Becca
34.
just lost sight of it there. Shields got in first, but Rumpel was there to help him out. Connolly and Riley emerged from the penalty boxes. Both players, former teammates at the Giants last year. Stupka bursts forward, gets away from Kendall McFall. Stanish on the turn. Musel for Bjerrum. Musel goes in to help out again. Stupka, good early pass. Stanish to Tyson Wilson. Clan with the power play. Wilson tries one. Bjerrum was getting ready to sweep up anything that might have came loose. Not to be. Safe pair of hands, Beskorowany. Can't win the draw, it's Pitt. Down the outside. Connolly. Oh, he's looking to just send one in. He gets one in the end and he's got it. Brendan Connolly on the power play against his former team. It's a 5th goal for the Clan. And that surely settles the contest. Brendan Connolly, he looked as though he was going to line one up. Didn't quite work for him, but he recovered, had another look. Next thing you know, Beskorowany has flown past him, and the Clan are 5-0 ahead on the power play. Well, Stephen Murphy will play the last 5 minutes for the Giants. The veteran Scot, who gets his testimonial on Tuesday, gets some time between the pipes.
Scored by the Dizzy Pick sponsor, number 9, Brendan Connolly.
And Connolly would have loved that one.
Glasgow square, number 9, Brendan. Time of the goal, 54 minutes and 35 seconds. 5th goal for the Clan. Scored by
It's Rutherford.
9. Time of the goal, 54.
Well, nice to see Stephen Murphy get some time on the ice before his testimonial on Tuesday night. Promises to be a huge night for the Belfast fans. But more importantly for the home team, 5-0. 2 points on the board. The 2 points perhaps they lost in Belfast last night. They've got them back in terms of the league meetings between the two sides. 2 points apiece. Now Bjerrum, good work from him. Haywood's in the centre. And Murphy makes the stop, his first piece of action. Wilson fires it in off the pads of Stephen Murphy. Already making a contribution since taking over from Beskorowany in the nets. Bond. Turned and sent down the other end for Jim Vandermeer. Garside. Rumpel moves it on. Giants still come at them again. Touched away. Vandermeer just brings it down, keeps control of it. 4 to go. And the attempted clearance there. It's one of the linesmen that's down. Looks like Dave Farron's got a sore one there, the linesman. Just as Johnner attempted to clear it, hopefully he's okay. The Clan medical staff straight over to take a look, make sure there's nothing serious. Just a quick preliminary look just to make sure of any superficial damage. But he's okay on his feet. Could be a linesman, eh?
Not playing as yet, folks, in the Cathouse 50-50 draw. Check those tickets once again. Winning ticket tonight in the 50-50 draw. 1325161. If you are our winner, congratulations. But we really need you in the foyer. 1325161. Our winning ticket.
It's rain for the Belfast Giants. McFall wearing number 27. That once belonged to Paxton Schulter, which was retired. But a charitable donation, a charitable gesture. Schulter agreed for his jersey to be unretired. And McFall has it. Schulter was in Belfast last night. It's another penalty on Belfast. Well, as games go, not a good one from them. Blair Riley takes a seat. It's slashing.
Giants penalty to be served in the Nairnbrook Printer sponsored penalty box. On
Pitt.
number 25, Blair Riley, 2 minutes for slashing. Penalty time 56 minutes and 38 seconds. Giants penalty
Earhart.
number 25, 2 minutes for slashing.
Hansen. Connolly again coming under some attention. The shot from Earhart. Murphy manages to divert it. Hansen back to Pitt. Hansen on the turn. Pitt inside the last 3 minutes here. Can Clan nudge in a sixth? Pitt looks for Hansen in the centre. They still have it. That power play chance. Remember, this is second against third in the Elite League. Clan will close the gap to 10 points. As things stand at the moment, Cardiff fans will enjoy this. That's assuming they can get the job done against Milton Keynes. Pitt. It's Becca. Looks for an opening. Murphy spreads himself. The goal comes off the mooring. And a few exasperated reactions from the Clan players. Tussle for the puck in the centre is won by the Clan. An early shot, not quite. Descent was looking to do something with the follow-up. Doesn't quite work out for him. Comes all the way back. Wilson. Now it's Stupka. Stupka comes in from the left-hand side. Has to go up the other end. Wilson has it. Wilson back inside. Stanish. Wide of the mark. Well, Stephen Murphy, since he came on, has certainly been kept busy. Wilson. Low one. Blocked by Murphy. Well, you have to say it's been a great night for the Clan. 3 games in 4 days, gruelling games, gruelling schedule. But the spirit and resolve of this Clan team, and Belfast as well, in fairness, they've been playing in it, of course. That's a lot to ask of these guys. And well, Giants won the cup game on Thursday. In terms of the league, it's a win apiece, which I think, if you take aside the cup game, if you'd asked Pete Russell that, a win each, I think he probably would have taken that one. In the last minute here at Braehead Arena, Glasgow Clan are 5-0 up against the Belfast Giants. Safe to say the points are in the bag now. Big performance from the home team. Injury to Craig Peacock means a little bit of a change around in the team. The loss of Zach Fitzgerald in this game through a game misconduct for abusive official. It goes loose, and that goal remains somehow preserved. It's Higgins. They're not done yet, the Giants. They want at least one on the board. Down into the centre, Musil blocked off by Vandermeer. Purple Army on their feet. The Clan will move to 60 points in the Elite League table. They will move 3 points clear of Nottingham Panthers. Going into a tough couple of weeks, visits to Sheffield, Nottingham, Cardiff and Guildford on the horizon. That Clan won't do anything now. Sullivan will hold on to it behind the goal and ensure the points. The home team are victorious. A 5-0 result over the Belfast Giants. A team who have done so well this season. Challenge Cup finalists, Continental Cup runners-up, snapping at the heels of Cardiff in that title. Undone and shut out here in Glasgow. A 5-0 win for Glasgow Clan. Joe Rumpel's third shutout of the season. And those goals from Vaclav Stupka, Rasmus Bjerrum, Gerard Hansen, Scott Pitt and Brendan Connolly means it finishes Glasgow Clan 5, Belfast Giants 0.